there everyone, I am Celestia Rax and welcome to today. Today we are talking about how to infuse more fun into your life, or rather, the power of expectations. So this comes from economics theory, which basically tells you that expectations are hugely influential. And normally this is applicable to stock markets, because when traders have pessimistic views on the market, they tend to influence the market to become more bearish. And therefore, they cause the market to perform in a more negative way than would have been actualized because of the fact that their expectations influence the outcomes. Sorry, I can hear my dogs in the background. Yeah, okay. So yeah, and when they believe that things are positive, they go crazy and buy up all the stocks or such that they believe will cause a windfall of money, and basically this causes the market to become super bullish. Bullish sounds like a ridiculous word. And then things tend to go the way, even if it's only in the short term. However, this has implications across the board. Have you ever noticed that when you're not excited to do something, it becomes so much worse? Or when you're convinced that something's going to be hard, you just have the emotional willpower to do it of a peanut? But when you're convinced something's going to be super fun or amazing, or that you really, really, really wish something would happen right now, that you just look for opportunities or like signs and you see those signs everywhere? It's like when they tell you to have a vision board, and then because of the fact that your vision is to have a particular type of car, or let's go with the car example, then you see that car all the time while you're driving on the road. Those are just some of the ways that your expectations fuddle with your mind. Hence, one of the keys to having a lot more fun in your life is to use the law of expectations in your mind. So, first off, start by thinking about what it is that you want. So for some people, having more fun in their life means having more one-on-one quality time with their friends and family. Others, it's a lot more going out in the town, or vacations, or those types of things. It depends on what you consider to be fun. For example, I know that a lot of my fun things involve people, but I also know that some people don't enjoy spending as much time with others. Therefore, you need to go with what works best for you. So once you know what your definition of fun looks like and what that means to you, then you can get on to the next part, which is thinking about your life and your current situation in a positive context, and making sure to be aware of how you are treating things. For example, if you keep on looking at everything with a Debbie Downer attitude, it becomes a lot harder to feel like there are any fun moments in your life. For example, I know it's tough going into an office environment or into any kind of work environment and not enjoying what you're doing, or not enjoying the place you're working, or something like that. However, changing your mindset towards it, or your outlook on it, or creating a plan to improve upon it is essential. Okay? And through that, we can have a bit more positive expectations about it. When we look for positive things, we tend to find more reasons to be positive than we had initially. Okay? That is not to say that you don't have a right to feel negative about something. Obviously, there are situations in which no amount of positive thinking is going to fix it, and there's definitely a detriment to always being positive. However, we can always try and look for one or two good things, because most situations usually have a bit of good and bad mixed in. Okay. From there, we are going to look at our life and see how we can schedule in more fun things. I know that seems counterintuitive. Scheduling, fun. No, most people, when you imagine life, you just imagine that fun things just happen to you. But just like wealth doesn't crop up out of a corner, neither does fun. Okay? So, you're going to look at your calendar. Now, you know if you're working or running a business or anything like that, in the same way that you have those appointments that you can't miss for your job, have your appointments you can't miss for your medicals, and you have appointments and things that you can't miss for, I don't know, school, and, the vet, for example, for your dog. You also need to make having fun appointments you can't miss. You need to treat them with the same level of priority and commitment. Okay? Which means that you will go there and work on setting out time aside for yourself, setting out time for your friends, family, to do the things that you want to do. Because if you don't, they will never get done, and you will never really get around to living the life that you, inside your head, are hoping to live. For example, I have, I think, scheduled in every 8 weeks favorite thing days, which is basically days where I do all my favorite things. Because I usually only do this on my birthdays, and then I realize, why is my birthday more special than any other day of the year? And obviously it's because of the day you were born. But you should try and infuse those favorite things throughout the year, because otherwise you just find yourself drained all the time. Other things could be like arranging fun evenings out with your girlfriends, or like making sure that when you and work colleagues or other friends say, oh my word, I would love to go watch that movie, or try out that new drink at the restaurant near you, or anything like that, that you actually plan it. Because 9 times out of 10 people are like, oh my word, I would love to do that, and then you never actually do it. So be the person and schedule it. The final step is to get excited. If you're like me, you're someone who takes a while to work up that excitement. But the excitement is half the fun, okay? If you have like a number of days, then you can look forward to it, you can write it down, you can see it on your calendar, you can think about it a lot, and then a lot of the excitement is within your mind before even going to it. It's like when you get onto a roller coaster. Just getting to the roller coaster park as a surprise, you won't have as much like trepidation or thrill or a bit of panic as someone who has planned and been like, oh my word, this roller coaster is so huge, it's going to be so scary, and then like, oh. But if like you just randomly cropped up on you, now you're like, oh, now you don't know which rides are the biggest, which ones are the scariest, which ones you are too afraid to go on to. But by having all this research and time to plan and think and, you know, go over stuff, it allows you to form excitement. Sometimes trepidation, but mainly excitement in your mind. And that's kind of what you're going for. But remember the positive outlook, people. Positive outlooks. Yeah. So I hope this helps you to infuse some more fun into your life. Obviously, at times it can be difficult, and especially in this economy. But by reframing what is important to you, and by focusing on the things that you can control within your environment, and really making an effort to look on the upside of life, then you can enforce the law of expectations into your life and end up having a bit more fun on the daily basis. Thank you, and if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you do for fun, and please check out my other videos. Okay, thank you, bye!